What is poppin', YouTube? Back again with another video. Today I'm giving you two tight ends that are super cheap, both in Dynasty and Redraft Fantasy Football, that you need to be drafting and or targeting in your leagues today. Let's go. The first tight end you need to be targeting in your drafts or to trade for is Mr. Greg Three-Leg Dulcich. Now, Greg Dulcich is going into his second year in the Denver Broncos system. Had an amazing rookie year with the Denver Broncos. Now, a lot of people are saying, Greg Dulcich, Caleb, I don't remember Greg Dulcich having such an amazing rookie year. And you would be correct because you were not paying as close of attention as I was. If we go to our man David's tweet here, the only tight ends drafted round 1 to 3 to put up 40 plus yards per game as a rookie since the year 2000, we have Jeremy Shockey, Jordan Reed, Evan Ingram, Kyle Pitts, and Greg Dulcich. What great company. We've seen how all those tight ends turned out to be and or the potential that all those tight ends do have if we're talking about Kyle Pitts, because we continue to believe that he will break out. And we just finally saw Evan Ingram break out. Now, you did have to wait until the age of 27, but it did really happen for Evan Ingram. And so I'm super excited for Greg Dulcich, not only based on this tweet, but another one by our man Dynasty IM. What a great follow. So if you don't follow this guy on Twitter, go follow him on Twitter right now. There's only been 3 rookie tight ends to post a 15 plus target share and a 9 plus ADOT before last season. Vernon Davis, Kyle Pitts, Evan Ingram, and now Greg Dulcich. Now, all those stats are amazing. You put them in, group them in great company with other tight ends that we saw produce great, amazing results. And you say to yourself, well, Caleb, why should I be investing in Greg Dulcich? Because right now, he is still priced as a back-end tight end 1 in Dynasty, and he's going even later in redraft leagues. He's currently going off in underdog drafts at pick 125. But like I said, in Dynasty leagues, if we look at KTC currently right now, he is going off the board as the tight end 12, behind guys like Darren Waller, Sam Laporta, Michael Mayer, Pat Freiermuth. Honestly, at this point, I prefer Greg Dulcich over all those guys. And if you're trading back, let's say you wanted to acquire, you had one of those tight ends and you wanted to acquire Greg Dulcich, you could get Greg Dulcich plus, and I think you're sitting in the same exact territory. Now, specifically when we're talking about tight end buys, especially when we're discussing redraft fantasy football, yes, of course you would love to get Travis Kelce on your team. Yes, of course you'd love to get Mark Andrews, but you are going to have to draft those guys in the first or second round of your redraft leagues, maybe even early third, where we on this channel, especially in redraft, we love to hammer the running backs, we love to hammer the wide receivers, and even this year we're probably going to be hammering a lot of quarterback if we can get a Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen at the back end of the second, early third round. How can I be investing in those tight ends when I'm going to have to wait to build out the rest of my roster? When you're being able to get Greg Dulcich in the 9th, 10th round, that is a huge value to be had on your roster when the sky is the limit with Russell Wilson and Sean Payton in year 2. So I am buying Greg Dulcich. I'm drafting Greg Dulcich everywhere I can as a cheaper tight end buy. My second tight end that I'm going to be targeting everywhere is our man Chig. Both these guys are second-year tight ends. The sky is the limit. Chig is reminding me a lot of Jonnu Smith, where Jonnu Smith emerged in his rookie season for the Tennessee Titans, and it was in year 2 where he finally broke out and showed the world that he was an uber athlete. Now, we saw that it hasn't necessarily panned out for Jonnu Smith, but Chig, I believe, has great potential if we're looking in these next few seasons. Once we look past his stats, past week 8, he had 2.95 yards per route run, which was first in the NFL, 13.7 ADOT, which was third in the NFL, and then 23.6 target per route run, 7th in the NFL. Chig totally stepped into that lost role that the Tennessee Titans had without Jonnu Smith. What has happened to the Tennessee Titans at this offseason? Really nothing. They didn't add any significant pass catchers. Now, I know there are the rumors that DeAndre Hopkins is considering them in the running to sign as an extra wide receiver. I highly doubt that happens. So I'm fully looking at Chig as the wide receiver 2 in this offense behind Treylon Burks. And with a healthy season from Ryan Tannehill, they addressed the offensive line in the draft, and with another year of Derrick Henry, I believe there's a high percentage for Chig to continue to get a high percentage of targets, even more than he had last season. I know we only had 46 targets this last season, but I think there's significant ways that Chig can move up both the dynasty rankings and be a great late round steal in your redraft leagues. So go see what it's going to take. Currently in underdog drafts, Chig is going off the board in the 10th round of underdog drafts. And I just think that's such great value, especially as we head into redraft season, being able to get Chig in the 9th, 10th round to cement your tight end spot with a late round flyer shot that has a ton of upside, comparing to have to draft someone that's super early, like a Travis Kelce or Mark Andrews, where it might mess up your team build depending on how you like to build your teams. So let me know down below, what do you think of these two guys? Are you going to be drafting for them, trading for them in Dynasty? Let me know. I'm super excited for these guys. I will be taking a ton of shots in my underdog drafts on Greg Dulcich, on Chig, as well as trying to trade for them in all the Dynasty teams that I don't currently already have them. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in here today. We'll be back with another video tomorrow talking about running backs. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.